So Kepha was being held under watch in prison, but intense prayer was being made to God on his behalf by the Messianic community.
So he was being held watch by the guards because they're getting ready to kill him. But what saved Peter was not that Peter was a disciple of Jesus. What saved Peter was not his association with Jesus, not was his apostolic status. What saved Peter was a praying church. Leaders can be saved from their trials and tribulations and persecution when you have a praying church. When your pastor, when your leader is in trouble, you don't abandon your leader. You get together and you pray for your leader. That's what the church does. Go ahead and read.
Verse 6.
What verse 6 say?
The night before Herod was going to bring him to trial. The night before Herod was going to bring him to trial, Kepha was sleeping between two soldiers. He was bound with two chains, and guards were at the door keeping watch over the prison. Suddenly, an angel of Adonai stood there, and a light shone in the cell. He tapped Kepha's side and woke him.
Look, now, the saints are praying, and the angels are moving. There is a chemistry happening here. The church is praying, and the angels are moving. There are chains on him, but the chains are about to be broken. Why? Because the saints are praying, and the angels are moving. Go ahead.
They tapped Kepha's side and woke him.
Hurry. The angel tapped Peter on the side. He ain't carry him. He said, wake up. Deliverance is nigh thee. Go ahead.
Hurry. Get up, he said, and the chains fell off his hands.
Listen. He said, get up, and the chains fell off his hands. Let me tell you something. One of the problems that we have in the church is when the angelical deliverance comes your way and desires to break you free from your chains, you don't understand the prerequisite of the chains falling off is your willingness to get up. Those chains did not fall until Peter got up. You want deliverance, you got to get up. Many of you are bound, but you refuse to get out. Go ahead, go ahead.
The angel said to him, put on your clothes and sandals, and he did.
Listen, he said, put your clothes on and put your sandals on. We up out of here. Now, go ahead, hurry up, because I got to finish.
Throw on your robe, he said, and follow me.
Throw on your robe and follow, what did he say?
And follow me.
And follow me. I'm not carrying you, Peter. You're going to have to follow. I'm not going to carry you. You're going to have to stand up. You're going to have to put on your own clothes. You're going to have to put on your own sandals. You're going to have to put on your own robe. And then you're going to have to follow me. This was incredulous for Peter.
Yes.
The day before he was going to be put to death. Now go ahead.
Going out, Kepha followed him, but did not realize that what was happening to him was real.
Listen, this was surreal to Peter. He's like, okay, it's a dream. I'm just going to walk in it. I'm just going to walk in this dream. I'm just going to do what the angel, this ain't happening.
He thought he was seeing a vision.
Now, go ahead.
Having passed a first guard and a second, they arrived at the iron gate leading to the city.
Listen, because he followed the angel, he was supernaturally hidden from the guards. They didn't see the angels. Peter walked right past them. But now, he wasn't looking at the guards. He was just following the angel. You got to learn how to stop looking at the guards and start following the angel. You're looking at what's trying to hold you in, what's trying to bound you and bind you. Stop looking looking at what's trying to restrict and restrain you and follow the angel. Go ahead.
They arrived at the iron gate leading to the city, and this opened up to them by itself, and they made their exit.
Listen, and when he got to the gates opened up by themselves. You don't have to worry about every step. That's what's wrong with some of you. You won't get up because you got to know all the details. You got to know how you're going to get past the guards. Then you're going to have to know how you're going to open that gate. You need to stop worrying about all those details and just follow the angels. Because the angels are moving by the prayer that's going on in the church. I wish I had a praying church. Oh, I wish in the 21st century and 2019 that people realize that we can pray through some things. We can pray people out of some things. We can pray our leaders through some things. I wish I had a church that believed that if they would call on the Lord, that he would answer prayer. Go ahead. I've got to close this. Sir.
They went down the length of one street, and suddenly the angel left him.
Listen, after the angel set him free, he says, you're on your own now. Go for what you know. So, where does Peter go? When God sets you free, where do you go? The Bible says, and Peter went to, he went to church.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Come on.
Yeah,
He didn't go home and said, I ain't had a home-cooked meal and I don't know how long. And listen, I'm going to see my gal, I bet you, ooh, I miss that girl. Go ahead, let's see.
Realizing what had happened, he went to the house of Miriam, the mother of Yochanan, surnamed Mark, where many people had gathered to pray.
Where the church had gathered to pray. So he went to church, and then what does it say?
It says he knocked at the outside of the door, and a servant named Rhoda came to answer.
Listen, because it's house church. This ain't 21st century. And he knocked on the door, and a servant came, and what does it say?
She recognized Kepha's voice and was so happy that she ran back in without opening the door.
Listen, see, this is what prayer would do for you. If you would just if you would just pray, prayer would blow your mind. See, a lot of us are praying for things, and if God did them, you'll get too happy to open the door. She ran back, left Peter outside. And then listen what it says.
She announced that Kepha was standing outside.
She told the church, Peter's outside. Oh Lord, release Peter. Oh God, break every chain, break every yoke, break every chain, break every yoke. Lord, don't let them have Peter like they had James. Oh God, deliver. They're praying. They just in there praying. She go back and say, hey, Peter at the door. Now listen what happens.
They told her, you're out of your mind.
Listen, they said, you're out of your mind. Prayer don't work.
But she insisted that it was true. So they said, it is his angel. Meanwhile, Kepha kept on knocking.
Listen, they in there saying God answers prayer. The woman said, Peter's outside. Listen, we all miss Peter. We all don't want him to die. But all we can do is pray about it. Baby, we know you're hurting. You saw a ghost. It's all in your mind. You're having some kind of psychosis. Meanwhile, Peter, now go ahead.
And when they opened the door and saw him, they were amazed.
Listen, and when they opened the door and saw him, they were amazed. Why don't you look to your neighbor and say, we need some amazing prayer. Everybody's talking about amazing grace, but I'm saying I need a church that will engage in amazing prayer. I need a church when we say we're going to come together on Friday morning, they come to pray. I need a church if we say we're going to come together on Monday morning, they need to pray, because prayer is amazing. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. Oh, God in heaven.